and gentlemen. I am an injured worker now. My employer fired me 1 month after I was hit by his severely mentally ill father, for whom I was caring. At that time, I was on sick leave, ordered by my doctor. I appealed to WSIB, who only gave me the minimum physio and no loss of earnings, denying every appeal I submitted. While appealing to WSIB, I had to rely on social assistance. I discovered IAVGO, I-A-V-G-O, working for the systemic change, and I became a member. They helped me with submitting appeals, and the regular meetings are a great source of mental and social help. It made me feel that I was not alone, not so depressed, not so in a corner with my pain and my injury, unable to navigate the system. The cuts that are in place today are disastrous to legal clinics such as IAVGO in Toronto. They work specifically with community members in great need of representation. There seems to be no justice for the marginalized sector of society. Millions more people will be discriminated against and therefore decline into poverty and hopelessness. Today, like many members of the clinic, I literally feel the impact of the loss of WSIB support every footstep I make. You see, the only two physically comfortable positions for me are standing or lying in order to minimize my pain. During this time, housing became #1 problem, as it was impossible for me to get a lease in Toronto when you end up on the system. I was forced to use up all my resources for medical care, rely on family, change residences throughout the city. Healthcare for my injuries over and above what is allowed on OHIP proved almost unreachable. Part of the systemic problem is that WSIB denies many workers, especially those senior workers close to retirement like myself. IAVGO knows this need and has been in the forefront of the healthcare campaign for people like me and other workers who are valuable and racialized in precarious workplaces. It is one of the injured workers' specialty clinics in Ontario that is prioritizing for migrant workers. I am joining with IAVGO and other clinics whose funding have been severely reduced by 25% to fight back for the welfare of the injured men and women of Ontario. Please reverse those legal cuts that are in place. It will not only affect Ontario, but it will negatively affect the whole of Canada. Please stop the systematic abuse of power.
Thank you.